Folks, I want to take this opportunity to say a very special thanks to those of you who've been watching my shows and been supporting my shows. I really do appreciate it. I also want to give a very special shout out going out to Lynn Myers from Australia. Hey, Lynn, I hope everything's going great. And listen, I know you love my show so much. I'm asking you, please let me interview one of your puppets. I know it's been a while, though. I know you like them. But please, by all means, let me interview one of your puppets. Please, 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 please. Well, speaking of please, I'm asking all of you viewers out there to please continue to join me coming soon as I broadcast live from Vent Haven, Vent Haven between July 17th and the 20th. More details on that later. But right now, my next guest is a member of Laugh Out Loud Puppets, a group that I met about a week ago, and the head of the group, one of its head, Jody, great puppeteer, great gentleman, is a great gentleman. He has one of his characters named Eco, and Eco's here to tell us a little bit about himself as well as his position and how he's being a part of the Laugh Out Loud Puppets community. So with all due respect, let's bring him on out right now. Here is Eco from Laugh Out Loud Puppets. Okay, Eco, welcome to Figure Focus. How are you doing today?
I'm good, Frank. How are you doing?
I am doing just fine. Great. I want to say thank you for joining me. Tell us a little bit about yourself and a little bit about Laugh Out Loud Puppets.
Oh, well, I'm one of the Laugh Out Loud puppet members of Laugh Out Loud Puppets, and I do a lot of videos for Laugh Out Loud Puppets, so that's how I earn my keep, and I try and make people laugh because I'm a pretty funny guy, and I want to bring some joy to the world, and that's why I think Laugh Out Loud Puppets hire me because I'm just a friendly little guy, and I like to bring joy. I go out for walks, and I hang out with Jody and Maria. Those are the owners of Laugh Out Loud Puppets, and we just go out and we have a good time in the community, and yeah, it's fun times.
I want to say I'm glad that you're having a great time. And you know what? I did have a chance to talk to Jody, who was one of the heads of this group. And let me tell you, he told me that his group is sensational when it comes to entertaining. And of course, we here at Van Puppet Fan, we love to showcase some of the great entertainers of all time. And I want you to tell Jody that I wish him the very best in his endeavors. I hope for the best for him.
Well, I'll make sure to tell him.
Thank you. Ego from Laugh Out Loud Puppets joining us here on Figure Focus. As you know, over the past few years, we've been getting a lot of good responses from so many people who are fans of the puppetry and venting communities. Tell me, what do you think of the venting and puppetry community so far?
I'm really proud of the community because it takes a lot of effort to be able to do that, to throw your voice in and to learn how to use the proper speech. Like that's not an easy thing to do. And I gotta really give people credit who can do that. You know, Laugh Out Loud Puppets, like Jody and Maria, they're not ventriloquists, but they're they really love puppets and making puppets, and they just want people to know, like, even if you can't be a ventriloquist, you can still be a good puppeteer. But so like there's a thing Frank says. What's that thing you told me yesterday, Frank? Every ventriloquism is a puppeteer.
Every vent is a puppeteer, but not every puppeteer is a vent.
That's exactly right, Frank. You've got the exact right philosophy on that one. But no matter what level you're at, you could just pick up a puppet and start filming and start having fun and start bringing joy and start making people happy. That's the joy of puppetry.
I agree with you 100%, Ego. After watching a few of your shows, which I do admire
Oh, thank you.
as great sensational material. I have a strong feeling that this organization will provide is going to give out a lot of great happiness to each and everyone. And as you know, we're entering in a brand new stage, and hopefully that new stage will create a good platform for the puppetry community as we hope for more and more successful puppeteers and events to come join us.
Yeah. Well, thank you for that, those kind words, Frank. We really appreciate it. I mean, at Laugh Out Loud Puppets, I mean, we're about 500 puppets strong. So like we have all kinds of puppets in all kinds of different age categories and styles of puppets. You know, we do stuff like finger puppets, we do hand puppets, we do sock puppets, we do hand and rod puppets, we do mechanical puppets. I'm a mechanical puppet, so I have a string that makes my mouth move and everything. So it's incredible. Like there's so many things you can do with puppetry. And see this background here,
Yes,
this brick background. You know what that is? That's
yes.
just a piece of foam board with some printed out paper that looks like a bricks. And it looks like I'm hanging out on the street.
Well, let me tell you something. One thing that I hope you do, hope you do is just hang out and just take it easy. That's all we ask.
Well, we try to take it easy, but we work really hard. You know, we feel that, you know, like we rest when we need a rest, but we don't want to be too easy because, you know, there's a lot of work to do in the world today, and you know, we got to reach out to all the people and you know, we got to let people know that it's a thing that we do here. Like it's fun, it's relaxing, but you know, you can reach out to other people. Like one good thing is puppets are good for children of all ages. Like
I agree.
kids
I
love.
agree 1000%. Yeah. I agree with you 1000%. And 1000%. By the way, this is Ego joining us here on Figure Focus and Laugh Out Loud Puppets, by the way. You know, like you said before, it's fun for all age. It's great for all ages. And you know what? The great thing I like best about it is I could definitely imagine all of the young kids out there who watch your shows or sometimes watch it live and realize the that they fun and atmosphere that they provided in order to keep the young kids out there safe and happy. And I think that's probably one of your missions on doing so.
That's for sure one of our missions. Like we like to educate kids too. Like
Education, yeah.
recently we've designed another puppet, the letter A. This is one of our alphabet puppets, and he likes to teach people about all the alphabet and all those different things. Okay, thanks, A. Okay, bye. Sorry about A. He just likes to pop in once in a while and just.
Well, let's just say that he would like to be as awesome and amazing as possible. So we'll talk more about the letter A later. Ego joining us here on Figure Focus. Ego, earlier Jody told me about seeing one of my interviews with one of Victor's assistants named Linda. And of course, it was very interesting hearing the good atmosphere that Linda provided to as well. You know, Victor, who Jody saw on one of my interviews, I gotta tell you, he was certainly amazing in doing material like that. In your opinion, Ego, in your opinion, what do you think of what kind of advice would you give to future puppeteers who feel that it's something that they could feel like doing now?
Well, first off, let me say we love Victor too. He's in our group, our Laugh Out Loud Puppets group. He's amazing. And he's a youth minister, so he reaches out to a lot of youth, and he brings the words of God to the youth. And at Laugh Out Loud Puppets, we're like that too. We do a lot of ministry stuff and youth ministries, and we try to reach out to them too. And I just want to say, like, to all the young people, or even not the young people, but the older people too, like, some people think that playing with puppets is like for babies or for kids. They
Yeah.
don't take it really serious. But there's so many things like we at Laugh Out Loud Puppets, we also reach out to the elderly,
True.
like people
Yeah.
in nursing homes, and
That's right.
they,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, they love us. They get so involved, and it doesn't matter what age you are. You can be any age. Puppets can be for any age. So there's groups for young kids. Like Laugh Out Loud Puppets is a family focused group, so
Right.
we accommodate kids from all ages, but we don't do anything bad in our groups. No bad content or anything like that. It's all family friendly stuff. But if you're on
Just like these interviews that I conduct here on Figure Focus. Go
exactly,
ahead.
and I tell people like sometimes you get adult puppeteers who want to do adult content, and there's nothing wrong with that, but you got to go to the right kind of places for that.
I agree with you 1000%. You
You know,
know,
don't
yeah,
don't come to a group like our group and
yeah.
then try and put your stuff in there.
I
So
agree. You know what, Ego, I agree with you 1000% on that one too as well. You know, it's so much, it's so much that goes into all of this though too as well. These people feel that they should continue doing this for many wonderful years to come. So I'm hoping. So I really do appreciate those great words. Great words. Thank you
I'm
so much.
also, Frank, I'm so
Yes.
flat. Just so you know, I'm very flattered that you chose to interview me today. It's a great honor to be on your chats, and
Hmm.
I love what you're doing. I just think it's reaching out to the event community. I think it's amazing, and including all the puppeteers and all the puppets, and letting us puppets have a place to shine, and the puppeteers highlighting the different puppeteers and all the talents that God gave us. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, because you're amazing, Frank. And you've interviewed a few of my other friends like Robin. You've interviewed Robin, and it's amazing. Her and what it's really
Yeah, the
it's really
yeah, yeah. You know, let me say this, and I mean this sincere. I really do appreciate those comments. You know, Robin is one of our many people who knows what the puppetry industry is definitely all about. And her creation of Miss the two W's here
mhm.
have already generated a lot of great positive material. I hope I can get an opportunity to interview Miss What again pretty soon, but it's going to take a little bit of a while. But I really do appreciate it, and those kind words I really appreciate it. But I got some kind words for you in just a few moments. Eco joining us here on Figure Focus. A couple more questions before I get to that. Number one is Laugh Out Loud Puppets plan on making any more videos anytime soon?
Oh, absolutely. We like we make videos like almost weekly, really. We put out as many videos as we can. Um, we we do all kinds of series. We did a series called Jokes with Jiggy, and we made 76 Jokes with Jiggy videos. He's hilarious. He's like a comedian, and he does jokes, and we do those, and we do all kinds of different. We try and cover every occasion, like Earth Day and World Puppetry Day and Valentine's Day and all the holidays. We do all those things. It's pretty cool. So, and now you're filming us for this. This is gonna be great. I
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
and
Appreciate it.
you know what else? I'll tell you
Yeah.
a secret. I'm a huge fan of What. I even have pins from What.
Wow. I wish I could have something from that character. But you know what? She's such a great sensational character like none other. And speaking of, I want to encourage everybody out there. She does have her very own Facebook page. So check out her Facebook page at Puppet What. I think that's the name of her Facebook page. So check it out. Check it out. Great material from Miss Robin.
Yeah, she's great. It's a
Terrific. Since this is your first time here on the show, I always ask this question to my first timers, and it's this: what is your greatest accomplishment so far? The biggest thing you've ever done?
Oh, wow. Um, I You know what? As a whole statement, I'm gonna say just having the courage to go forward with my dreams or with the dreams of the company, and just saying, you know, when the world tried to shut us down and wasn't interested, or just, they give us a bad, they just ignore us or whatever, we just keep pushing through and bringing the goodness and the joy that we're meant to bring to the world. And don't worry about what other people say to you, because sometimes people can be cruel in this world, but there's so many people like Frank and the people at Laugh Out Loud Puppets. We're good people, and we like to encourage people. We encourage other puppeteers. We encourage them to just, even if your puppet is simple, like, you don't have to have the most expensive puppet or the most well-made puppet. You can create your own puppets. And there's so many videos out there. There's Adam Krutinger. There's so many people teaching how to make puppets. Laugh Out Loud has some videos on how to make some puppets. And we have groups where we can join together and be taught how to make puppets together and stuff. Like, you don't have to be afraid. You can enjoy it. You can come on out. You can enjoy it. And I found that a majority of puppet people want to hang out together. Like, there's more that want to be together than be apart. So you don't have to be excluded. You can be included in everything. There's people that want to love you and share with you and share your creativity, just like our creativity. So we encourage you to just, if you've seen a puppet or a puppet performance, maybe you used to watch the Muppets when you were a kid,
True.
you're never too old to come out and be a puppeteer or ventriloquism. And if you really want a good challenge, ventriloquism is a great challenge, because you just ask Frank. Frank is working his way up to being a great ventriloquism, and he can tell you it is a good thing to do. And you know what? It's really cool, and a lot of people will admire you if you're a ventriloquist. So, like, usually in puppeteering, that's the first thing people ask. Oh, are you a ventriloquist? Because they associate ventriloquism with puppetry.
Puppetry, yeah.
So if you think you want a challenge, that's a great challenge to go for, because there's so many people like Darcy Lynn and Terry Fader,
Yes.
Jeff Dunham.
Yeah.
There's a lots and lots of great ventriloquists in the world. So I encourage you to give that a try. And Frank's group is perfect for that. It's a perfect group where people support each other. And I'm only new to Frank's group. I only signed up like 3 days ago, but I'm going to tell you something. It's so far, what I've seen is amazing. And all the people in there are really awesome in there. What do you think, Frank?
You know, I think that you really did deliver what you just said. And speaking of delivering, let me say this. You know, as a representative of Laugh Out Loud Puppets, I I I clearly want to recognize you guys as a group that knows that they got a lot going for themselves in the upcoming years to come. And you know what? Also, what you just said really touched me a little bit, because of what I'm doing and everything else. But I strive to be the very best that I could be. And as you know, as a as a as the head of Vent and Puppet Fan, as the head of this group, I know that there are going to be new generations and new outlooks for the vents and puppeteers who are still performing, and those who are currently retired. You know, all this time, vents and puppeteers still appreciate my love for it. They still appreciate my love for it.
Yeah.
But what I also appreciate is them as themselves, not just puppeteers and vets, as human beings. And I continue doing these shows, Eco, let me say this to you. Not only I'm not doing it just for myself. I'm doing it on behalf of the community. And as long as the community appreciates me doing this, I will continue to do this. I will continue to do this.
That's fantastic.
As long as we have organizations like Laugh Out Loud Puppets, as the hardworking men and women in front of the scenes and behind the scenes. They have a lot going for yourselves. And I want to wish you and the rest of Laugh Out Loud Puppets, the staff and its management, the very best of luck in the upcoming years to come, because you guys got a lot going for yourselves now. It's now becoming bigger and better than ever. I only hope and pray for the best for you. I really do.
Well, we just want to stay humble, Frank, and our goal is not to be so big that we lose our minds and we get all wrapped up in things and we forget where we came from. We wanna stay humble, and we want to reach a lot of people, but we don't want to be full of ourselves or anything. We just want to be what God made us to be, and that's fun loving, peaceful, and bringing the joy back to the world, and letting the world know it's okay to be you. It's okay to be what you want to be. And we just want you to enjoy that. And if you can grab a puppet, because puppets are great therapy. There's sometimes Jody comes home from a hard day and he just grabs me and he sits on the couch with Maria and we have a three-way conversation and we just talk about whatever we want, and we laugh and we joke, and sometimes we put some music on and we'll do like some dancing, and we'll just do a dance party, or Maria will be in the kitchen and Jody will grab me and we'll just pop around the corner and we'll be like, "Hey Maria, what you doing?" And she just cracks right up. Like it's such a great way to relieve stress. And the good thing about it is, like, you can say anything. Like puppets can say anything. We can say things that other people might not be able to say. Like sometimes people are shy and they're not able to use their voice, but when they get behind a puppet or behind a curtain or behind a stage and the puppet's out in front, all of a sudden they just shine like a shooting star. They just come out like the sunlight, and their personalities come out, and this personality develops, and they get to be something. And for a little while, they don't have to be themselves. They can be a created character, and they can just bring joy. And that's what we love about it. Like, that's why we just encourage everybody. Puppeteers, I think, have one of the funnest jobs. I mean, sometimes there's a lot of work involved, like setting up the camera, setting up the filming, setting up the sound clips, editing the videos. I mean, there's work involved too, don't get me wrong. And there's so many things to be involved in. And that's the other thing. Like, as a puppeteer, I need somebody to design the backdrops. I need somebody who can take pictures, like photographers. I need videographers. Sometimes I need musicians who can make up music or play music. Like, you don't even have to be a puppeteer to hang out with puppeteers, because we need all kinds of people to do all kinds of things.
Right. And I agree with you 1000%, Ika. I really do. And let me say this to you, and I mean this sincerely. Your work, the words that you just gave are so powerful enough, though. I hope that everybody will take advantage of not only what you just said, but what I just said. Like I said before, I only hope for the best for you guys. I know there's going to be a lot. I know there's going to be a lot of material coming up, and I'm hoping for the best. Really, I do.
Thanks, Frank.
No, thank you for being a part of this great expedition. Ladies and gentlemen, a great guy. His name is Iko, part of Laugh Out Loud Puppets. He joined us here on Figure Focus. Iko, thank you so much for joining me. Please give Jody my regards, and listen, tell him thank you, and I hope to see you again real soon.
All right, Frank, and everybody out watching, thanks for watching us. Thanks for watching Frank, and I can't wait, Frank, to see who you interview next, because that's going to be awesome.
We're going to try our darndest, really. Okay, have a good one, my friend. Take it easy.
All right. Bye.